In this section, let's try to understand what is the data preview option in Power Query, which is used to provide us a data analysis and provide the statistics about the data using the three options, that is column distribution, column quality and column profile. What are those? And let's try to check it out practically in Power BI. I'm in Power BI now. Let's go to our main data, that is data here, and in order to see the how the column quality is there or how the columns are distributed, and if there is any statistics about the data, that will be very useful for us to understand, to sense initial version of the data, right, how it looks like. So for that you can go to view, click on the table, then you have the data preview option. Let's try to check each one of them, what it says. Like monospace, nothing big. I think it shows the data in different font. And let's go to column distribution. This is very important, meaning like how many distinct members in this column and how many unique members. What is the difference? Meaning like how many unique members in this column. There are only 3 unique columns, distinct members, not available on shop online, which is nothing but 3 distinct values. When you put distinct of this column, how many records or how many data available? That is 3 distinct values. Unique values means that appeared only once in this particular column. In this column, it doesn't appear only once, but whereas unique column, that appeared only once in that particular record, right, in this particular table, in this column. That is what the unique column is. In this case, the receipt number, there are 146 unique values in this particular column, which is something wrong actually, meaning like receipt number should be always repeated if it is a line number, but if there can be sometimes one receipt number can have only one item, that is also fine. So it depends upon what is your business. This will quickly give you what data it contains, right? This is what the column distribution is, that is distinct as well as unique values. Let's move on to the next one, that show white spaces. I think if you see here, when you choose this one, the white spaces are shown, otherwise it is not shown. So this is another important option to sense it, what kind of data it contains. And column profile, this is super useful when you have a textual, the numerical data. Let's try to understand this. It gives more statistics about your numerical data. Like you have how many records, it's basically since only the 1000 records, it contains more, but profiling is based only on the top 1000. Now it contains these many distinct values. What is the minimum value, maximum value, average, standard deviation, even and odd values over there. So this will give us more of a column profile or statistics. This is what this column profile is all about. Let's move on to column quality. This gives us what is the valid records based on the data type and empty records if exist. Valid or error is purely based on the data type, I believe. Let's try to understand this more by changing certain data types and the data issues available. Then you will see the error percentage here. Before that, I will show the empty cases. In this case, there is no empty. Let's go to some other table, product full outer join. Whereas you can see here, empty is 6%, meaning like whichever is null, which is considered as empty. Now there are 8 distinct values and 5 unique values, meaning there are some numbers that appear only once. So this is what combined together. You are seeing column distribution as well as column quality together, right? So this will give us some sense like what this data is speaking about. Whether this is correct or whatever unique values we are expecting is appearing over there. That is what this column preview or data preview is all about. Now coming back to the error percentage, It's, as I said, it's purely based on the data type. If you define certain data types as text or number, right, let's assume number, but there is some textual data there, then it shows an error. In this case, if you see the line number, it contains ABC 123, meaning generic. Okay, the value, it can have a text as well as number, but we hardcodely set certain data types to integer, right? We expect sometimes this particular column should be an integer. Now you can see the error. There are two errors, right? Line number, two line numbers having less than 1% of the line number as having a error, then it can also indicate here. So once you load a data, right, based on the data type, it will clearly show you immediately there is some errors here, right? How to filter it? Click on this box, right? Then you can click on keep errors. Then you can see what is their error message. You can see it's the column says line number. It should be either 1, 2, 3 or some other numbers, or if it is a text amount, you should have an amount. Someone has put the key in the value as ABC, meaning there is a data quality issues. So this validation errors you can able to capture in this particular window, or by setting the proper data type, and immediately it will pop up. So how to fix this? Either you can, for now, if it's an urgent report, you can replace this error, right clicking over here, replace error with 0 or 1 or whatever value, because it's an integer data type. I will replace with 0. You can proceed with your report, but this should be captured and informed to the source system, or if it's you are maintaining that Excel, you can fix this and then refresh it. Or if it is from the database, sometimes database also having issue, then you can also propagate to the source systems. Then once they fix it, you can change it. So this is how this particular feature is so useful to understand your quality of your data, and if there is any issues, how to do any mitigation rules can be defined for fixing your data. If you understand this concept, you can implement in your organizations as well. Let's check it out, other options in our upcoming